Worship Wednesday. Man, do I need to worship today. How about you? Yes, just arrived last night back from a wonderful weekend. Back from a wonderful weekend in Orlando where we opened. Hi Valerie, shalom Jennifer, good to have you here. Lois, welcome. Just got back from a wonderful weekend in Orlando at a huge place where we opened the Feast of Tabernacles a day early with a few thousand close friends, and it was great. Dancing and banners and flags and food, and we had a high priest. Emmanuel de Argentina. Great. I actually have an invitation to Argentina, and if I can get out of Costa Rica, we'll get to see you there in Argentina soon. Speaking of nations, we'll be in Brazil pretty soon with an orchestra. Are you kidding me? These Brazilians, brasileiros, they're very passionate. There's a very well-known pastor who wants Shalom Jerusalem live in Portuguese with an orchestra. So we're going to be doing that sometime next month. It's only a couple weeks away. Man, I got to polish up my Portuguese. Eu sou brasileiro. Elevo os meus olhos e o meu clamor para as montes em Jerusalém, deixo toda a terra. Elevo os meus olhos, elevo os meus olhos, elevo os meus olhos. All right, I won't practice my Portuguese. This is worship Wednesday. And we are now on the second day of the Feast of Tabernacles. So it's a time of celebration. It's also supposed to be bookended with a day of rest. The first day is to be a day of rest. The seventh day is to be a day of rest. It's a holy convocation. Put all your tools down. Ladies, forget the laundry and that nice new vacuum that your husband bought you just because he loves you so much. The vacuum he bought you for your birthday that you didn't hit him with instead of getting flowers. And guilty. I've done that. So let's start here. Joyce, I don't know this in French. Maybe you can sing it for us. I can provide the music. Yes, nice to see you joining from all over the world. Remember these fall feasts, and this one in particular, the coronation of a king, the sound of the trumpet, shofar, the welcoming of the king, coronation of a king, Yom Kippur, the repenting of Israel and the nations, also the Day of Judgment. That's going to be a not so nice day for a whole bunch of folks. And then the Feast of Tabernacles, Zechariah 14, where all the nations are called to come, and he will reign from all over the earth, from Jerusalem. And he shall reign over all the earth. 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 There shall come forth a rod out of Jesse, and a branch shall grow from his roots. The Spirit of God will rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and truth. And he shall reign over all the earth. 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 You shall not judge with the sight of his eyes, or decide with the hearing of his ear, but with righteousness judge the poor, and decide with fairness for the meek. He shall reign over all the earth. 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 He shall not judge with the sight of his eyes, or decide with the hearing of his ear, but with righteousness judge the poor, and decide with fairness for the meek. He shall reign over all the earth. 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 He shall gather the outcasts of Israel, the dispersed of Judah from all the earth. He shall stand as an ensign for his people, and his resting place shall be glorious. And he shall reign over all the earth. 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 You 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 shall reign over all. Come and reign over all the earth. 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 Maranatha, even so, come. Come, Yeshua, come, Lord Jesus, come and reign over all the earth. And I apologize, I should have warmed up a little bit this morning, but I've been singing these last couple of days for hours and hours, and I thought it would just pop back. So, how about, would you like to hear that in Russian? Он будет за нам всей землей. 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 We did that in Russian in the former Soviet Union. And believe it or not, well, you can believe it because I'm telling you it's the truth. In 3 days, down by the Black Sea in Odessa, not Odessa, Odessa, in the Ukraine, we saw, are you sitting down? 30,000 Jewish people receive Yeshua as Lord. Hundreds of Holocaust survivors. Sounds of joy and victory resound in the tents of the righteous of the Lord. Shouts of joy and victory resound in the tents of the righteous of the Lord. Shouts of joy and victory resound in the tents of the righteous of the Lord. Tents, tabernacles, Sukkot. The Lord's right hand has done mighty things for us. The Lord's right hand is lifted high. The Lord's right hand has done mighty things for us. The Lord's right hand brings on high. The Lord's right hand brings on high. Shouts of joy and victory resound in the tents of the righteous of the Lord. Shouts of joy and victory resound in the tents of the righteous of the Lord. The Lord's right hand has done mighty things for praise the Lord. And I know this is Worship Wednesday, and some people think that worship means slow songs in minor keys or actually, you know what? I think the best one-word descriptor for worship. Now, the word worship in Hebrew is shachah. It means to bow down. It doesn't mean to sing. It doesn't mean to dance. It means what it says, bow down. And that posture, pardon me while my voice continues to warm up after days of travel and singing. That posture tells us something. That posture tells us that worship is a place of submission. Now, you can submit while you're singing and dancing. You can submit while you're playing your instrument. You can submit while you are sounding the shofar, as long as you're doing what you're told. So I think the best, after all these years, people have their words of what they know or what they believe worship means. I've come to think that the best word in English for worship is obedience. When a young man sees a young lady and he begins to change, he doesn't spend time with his buddies, with his friends. He's always on the phone with her. He's always looking to spend time in her presence. He hangs on every word. He's listening. Listen, if he is smart, he's listening a lot more than he's talking. Man, this is good. This is a good teaching here. I should be listening to what I'm saying. Because you know what he's listening for? He's listening for what she likes, the restaurants she enjoys. If he's going to invite her out to his favorite place, big mistake. He should invite her out on a date to her favorite places, because it says to her, you care. This is not just about you, which it can be a lot of times in our culture. Which leads me to another pet peeve. We go to services and we stand there singing about the King instead of singing to the King, instead of adoring Him. We have made a big mistake. In our services, we do a lot more talking than we do listening. We say all the time, He's here, His presence is here. And then what do we do about it? We go right on talking. In fact, we say of that young man who is completely taken by that young lady. We have a saying in English. I don't know if you have it in Spanish and French and Portuguese, but we say, he worships the ground she walks on. Everything about his life is now about her. He is wanting to win her heart. Is that not what we're trying to do when we worship? When we worship the King? Should we not be wooing Him? He woos us, and that's amazing to us. But what about us wooing Him? What about us listening for what pleases Him? People tend to stay away from the Song of Solomon, the Song of Songs, because there's a lot of talk about intimacy and, intimacy. We'll just leave it there. And yet we go to a worship service, and we sing to each other about how great our God is. Very popular song that I use a lot. I need to change my mind about some things. I'm talking myself out of some stuff. Anyway, it's Worship Wednesday, and it is good to give thanks to the Lord. And yes, it's good to sing those songs. Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, into the house of the God of Jacob. Come, let us go and shall reign over all the earth. Those songs of praise where we are speaking to one another. We're inviting each other. Come on, and let's go up to the house of the Lord. I'm not saying we do away with those. But once we get to the house of the Lord, the pronouns need to change from he and him and to you. You. You shall reign over all the earth. And you are awesome. In your presence, this is where I belong. Worship Wednesday. I think that's no se entiende español. Okay, I see a lot of Spanish here, and we are looking at doing a Spanish Worship Wednesday, maybe on another day. And I apologize to my Hispanic brothers and sisters. We do all of our music in Spanish. Y estudio español todos los días ahora, porque necesito para mí habla español no perfecto, mucho más. So, Dios le bendiga. Lo siento, mis amigos los hispanos. Un día, todo en español aquí. We'll do another day, another time, and we'll do it in Spanish for you, my brothers and sisters. Speaking of Spanish, very soon I'll be in República Dominicana. I'll be in Puerto Rico. And for my Brazilian friends, I think it's October 9th. I'll be several days in Brasilia, in Brazil. Canto en portugués porque eu sou brasileiro, mas não falo português, canto. And we'll be in Europe, just speaking with Belgium and Netherlands and France. In November, we will be in the name of Yeshua. We'll be in Zimbabwe. And let me just tell you real quickly, just on Saturday morning, this past Shabbat, I got some of the best news I've ever heard. We've sent a lot of money to Zimbabwe. Some of you have even donated. And the very first well for clean drinking water for hundreds, if not thousands, of Messianic Jewish African children spouted up out of the ground. And today they're putting in sinks and faucets and the children will be able to wash their hands, and they'll have clean drinking water. And I was told that when that water shot up out of the ground, there were hundreds of people watching. These are African, Messianic, Jewish tribe, the Lemba tribe. And we have more money that we're sending soon for more wells, and you can be a part of this. Remember this, part of worship. Yeshua said, whatever you've done for the least of these, my brethren, you've done it for me. Wouldn't you give some shekels, some lira, some dollars, some pesos to give Jesus, to give Yeshua a glass of clean drinking water? These are our Messianic Jewish African Messianic Jewish brothers and sisters, new in the faith. And we are providing for them clean drinking water. I'm getting thanks from Africa on my cell phone. Thank you for caring. Thank you for bringing life and health to our children. Oh my goodness. Yes, you can be a part of this. If you click on the description on this page, you can become a partner. And then you month by month will be contributing to the wells. You can make a one-time offering if you'd like. There's a church of 120 that have given $40,000. They're going to be drilling, well, their first one is already paid for. And in their name, we're going to drill another one. And if you go to our website, wilburministries.com, there's a landing page there where you can see pictures and video very soon. And if the Lord touches your heart to do that, join us in bringing clean drinking water. This is the Feast of Tabernacles. It's a time to bring an offering before the Lord. Can I suggest that you would put it here in our hands and bring life to African Messianic Jewish children? No pictures with flies in their eyes. No, this is not one of those emotional. I hope it touches your emotions and stirs you to join us. We are going to Zimbabwe as an act of worship. There you go, an act of obedience to the Lord in November with a team. And we're going to see these wells and these people for the first time. And we're going to do mucho más. We want to do, I know of 17 schools of children that need wells. $20,000 per school to put in, to drill the well, to put in the pump, to buy the solar panels, to power the pump, to build the platform and put in the sinks and the faucets and pay the people that do it in remote desert areas. And every penny is worth it. Hallelujah. What a great time to make a first fruits offering to the Lord. Join us in this. You'll be very glad that you did. All right, I've got to close for today. Chag Sameach, happy holiday, good Yontif if you speak Yiddish. And I pray that your feast is full of joy and harvest and celebration. There's a harvest going on in Africa. Join us in this. Thousands and thousands of Jewish Africans are claiming Yeshua as their Messiah, and we're bringing to them life, clean water, and food. By the way, that $20,000, pardon me, one cup of coffee on an empty stomach. No bueno. And that 20,000 feeds those children every day for a year. Come on. Join me in this. It's an amazing opportunity. And we're doing more. So come and join us. Be a worshiper with us. Not just on Wednesday. Every month, join us as a partner. You will be very glad that you did. World Partners are giving clean, healthy water to African Messianic Jewish children and others around the world, because he shall reign over all the earth. He shall reign over all the earth. I love you. I bless you in the name of Yeshua. I call you blessed. I declare the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you his peace. Yisa Adonai panav elecha, v'yasem lecha, v'yasem lecha, v'yasem lecha. Shalom, shalom, shalom. God bless you. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you Friday for Shabbat and Yom. God bless you.